So, haven't done a recap in a while because I was busy managing in my IRA account, and I did a swing trade, which is some of the numbers you see here. So kind of ignore that. Overall today, it's okay. I got 396 today, although commission came out to be like $165. So overall, only a $231 net proceed type of day, but I'll take it. So let's go over some of the trades I've done today. AZUL is actually my best play. So let's see what I've done here. I was watching it. I like the price action on the stock. The problem with some of these smaller stocks is you have to take a lot of share size, and I do the payment by per share. So right now I think conservatively it's a 0.0045 cents per share. So that's why kind of cost me quite a bit of money here. Anyway, so opening range breakdown. So I saw that this is the opening range right here. That's the opening range, so I saw that it was making a low. It broke below this previous day level. There's another previous day level down here. Also, there's a moving average down there. So I kind of like the way it was set up. So I went short here. I think I took 1,000 shares. And then I started covering on the way down. Last bit here when it kind of struggled a bit. So it pulled back, which is expected. And then I saw it was still weak. So I saw it was still weak, right? So what I did then is once it broke below the moving average, I went short again. Testing this level. So I covered. In retrospect, I should have probably kept some just to see if it will keep on going down. But I was a bit worried that this may just pull back and go above VWAP. So I covered it all here. I was also doing some other stocks. So that's sort of what happened here. And then later on, I saw it was continuously being weak. So down here, there's also this previous day level. This is a previous day close. So very strong level. It's kind of like a black hole that draws the price towards it. So I went short, kind of heavy. I think 1,600 shares. And then I covered on the way down, but I see here. No. So I covered all of it, and then I short again because it was still weak, and then I start covering, but I kind of chickened out a bit because when I saw this, I thought it was going to pull back to the moving average, which was 1673. That's like 10 cents away or so, and I didn't want to lose the money that I made. So I covered, and then it continued to drop below this closing average. Actually, the stock dropped quite a bit today. It was quite a runner on the price. And then later on, what I saw happen was most of the time when it drops this much, the shorts would have to cover. So I kind of waited for it. And then when I saw it couldn't make a new 5-minute low, made a new 5-minute high, I kind of still waited. And what I was waiting for, so it made this, why is it 25? It couldn't make a new low. It started to make a new high. What I waited for was for it to break this moving average, so I feel comfortable, and also because it was close to, again, the previous day level. So then at this point, it was going to make a move from the red to green, which is what it does here. This is a previous day close, so right now it's down for the day. It's going to go up. And so that's what I did. I went long, I think 1,000 shares, and then I covered towards the top. And then I left some just to see if it would test this moving average. It did not. It came back, so I kind of exited at about break even. And that's what I did for AZUL, and I didn't play it again because after that, you see, it started to basically chop around this area. So yeah, so I didn't want to continue playing the stock. It just got choppy. So that was that for AZUL. CVS, I didn't do a good job on CVS. See if I made money. I think I made some money initially. So opening range breakout, it broke above the opening range. It's kind of distended, and actually the price spread wasn't that good in the beginning. So I kind of didn't do it too well. I was being a little reckless here because I took 1,000 shares. Shouldn't have taken 1,000 shares. Given how distended it is from here, I don't know. It was just poor management. But what I was hoping for was it to hit this moving average on top. I think this is one of the SMAs. Let me see. Oh no, it's not. It's an EMA. It's probably the 20 EMA. So I was hoping it would hit that. It sort of went up to it, and I just basically sold on the way up, and then sold some on the way down because it's very distended, and the spread was pretty high. So I didn't like the price action. So I made some money off of that. Later on, I made money here. I saw it couldn't make a new high. Sort of did some wacky stuff here, and then it started to drop off. And I waited for it to drop below the moving average and below the VWAP. I was hoping this would do a VWAP breakdown and then test the pre-market low, which it did here. But I just covered because it made a bounce. And so I covered it all here. Try to go short again, and then it didn't really do that. So I covered, and then and that was it. And then I went short again. It popped up above VWAP. I didn't want it to go back up. I didn't want this to be a false breakdown, and then just run up. So I exit my position. So I took a loss there, and then here, I was kind of hoping for this move here. So it broke down, I went short, and then I just covered. And then later on, I went short again, and then I covered, and then it went back up. The reason why I went short here is because I saw that there's a 63.10 level. It broke down below all the moving averages. So I was hoping for a move down towards that level. It made a gesture towards that, and then it basically then went back up to VWAP. So I'm glad I got out. But overall, I lost money, I think, because on a couple of those play I was in pretty heavy. Yeah, I lost some money there. So that's CVS. I made some money on the long side, but I lost money on the short side. And then HSIC, I was watching this stock because it was on the turbo breakdown. Part of the scanner, it broke down. I saw that I could not make a new 5-minute low. It actually made a 5-minute high. And then so I waited until on the 1-minute chart, it broke above this moving average. Then I went long. And then I basically sold towards this moving average. I chickened out and I sold the rest before it actually hit that, because it was sort of moving up and down. As you can see, it was up, and then it swung all the way down, and then it went back up, and then it swings down again. So I exited all here, which is okay, I guess, because it did go down. And if I was watching it, I probably would have then went back in at this moving average. 744, 734. So 10 cent for 10 cent. May not be actually worth it for me. So this tested the view of 7176. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if I would have gone back in to see if it would test that. This got too close. I don't know if any of these would be a good entry. The risk reward wasn't there for that. I think what I did was okay. So $102. MU, I toyed around with it a bit. Again, I think this is part of the reason why my commission is kind of high today. Is I traded a lot of shares, and they're pretty much small profits. So what I did for MU is it broke down. So engulfing pattern, this is bigger than that. I went short after it broke this moving average. I was hoping it would get down to here, see if it would continue to break down there. I covered, because it was just swinging up and down, so I just covered. I shorted it again. So I short again once it broke the second, which is the 9 EMA, and then I covered because I didn't want it to bounce on me, which is basically what it did. So I kept doing that play a few times, hoping it would catch this. Short, covered, and then it kind of went up, so I lost money there. Gave back some of the profits. And then I didn't play it anymore because I didn't want this to happen. It tested this level, which is sort of close to the 9 EMA. This is a 20. Tested the 9 EMA and then it went back up. So good thing I didn't continue to play it. WBA is Walgreens. What did I do for Walgreens? So for Walgreens, I saw this engulfing pattern. So this was an indecision. This is certainly not an indecision. So I went short and then I covered because I saw that it was bouncing back up. So exited with a small profit. And again, another engulfing. It looks like it was going short. It dropped below this moving average. Let's see if there's a target. There must be a target level. Well, anyway, so I went short and then I covered. And then I kept the last piece to see if it would keep going down. I was thinking that this stock would trend down, but instead it went up. So made some profit here, gave some back here. And that was it. I didn't play anymore because it looked kind of choppy and there were other opportunities. And again, Walgreens and CVS kind of work together because they're both pharmacies, obviously, but then they both reacted to the news of Amazon buying PillPack and whatnot. So they kind of trended in a similar fashion. So that was pretty much it. So just a few stocks, 396, and then of course I'm still in the swing trade for IQ and Gilead. So that's that for today. That's it. Thanks for watching.